that check to go. I'm gone. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big. I got that check to golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands and your fingers. Your ears with a. Get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get you fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my. Zit your back that like a pogo. No do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they. Going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a. Like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the. Got in the. Gently. Angry and friends with these. When I was down out of so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you. Rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk, got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it,
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene, the Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Here we go, here we go. Good set, good set, good set. 21, 21. 21, 21, 21.
Brees to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Brees. And Watson has it right side. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start. Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And down he'll go at the 25. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's caught, it's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And he'll bang that one through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
12.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Freeman with a fast feet, and he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
39.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, Ryan looking deep downfield. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Breeze lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Gun.
Now Ryan on second down. It's hauled in by Hardy. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
There we go. Ready. Back 25. Gun. We go.
Now Ryan on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Got it.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. His throw incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And Ginn's got it. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Breeze now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
Easy. Got it.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Looking long for Thomas. That's caught at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Breeze going to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Easy, kill. Got it. 12.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Two. 36. Switch. Got it.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the... And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now Will Lutz, who went to college a stone's throw from here at Georgia State, comes on for the field goal attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run a deep route, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, some strong running. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pick up there at 20 yards. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
There we go. Check, 47. All right, 25.
Throwing again, Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Ready? You ready? 14. 11. Hey, 2.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, 4 down. 11. Shit. Hey, gun. 21.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
From the gun, Ryan. And incomplete here on third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, they'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Breeze. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Breeze now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Sammy! 21.
Breeze now on 1st down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Third and 2, now Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Jordan coming off a Pro Bowl campaign in 2017, 3rd time he's had that honor.
And he continues to play better and better as his career extends. Think about it this way. 4th in the league last year in sacks with 13. Helped the New Orleans Saints defense improve overall and help lead them to the playoffs. And now he shares Pro Bowl honors with his father, Steve, who was a Pro Bowl tight end in the NFL.
Left. 39.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tuesday. Let him go.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Freeman again. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And finding the tight end Hooper. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
11, 12.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Ryan. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Gun! Hey, gun! Check, 47.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Cameron Jordan in there to get him. His 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go. Space.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. In the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it here with Smith. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. A very important set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now Breeze on third down. Now Breeze lost the football. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And I think the ball's out, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Now Ryan on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
20, 21.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Falcons on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Got it. You're good. Right forward, right. Got it.
A give. This is Kamara. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Got it. Got it. Check 45, everybody. Check 45. Got it. Hey, watch the ball. Got it. Waiting for check.
Again, it's Kamara. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Freeze to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And here now come the Falcons. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Wait. 21.
Here's Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready. Hey, express. Wait.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11. Ready, what's that?
Breeze is looking to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Set.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Saints, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
I like when birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed all day. I got the demon on flex. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't matter. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they spamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jungle, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a plan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my